Hi Libra, how are you doing? As always, I hope you are well, healthy, safe. Libra, this is your another reading for April, but this time we will be looking into the opportunity challenge advice spread for you. This is still a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate and apply to your specific situation. And don't be afraid to interpret the messages your way. Listen to your intuition as we go through the reading, okay? Libra, if you enjoy, if you like spending time here with me, please consider liking, subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and gives me great pleasure to interact with you. Let's get to it. Your opportunity, Libra, is the Tower. I'm smiling because I'm almost done with the readings. And the Tower showed up for a couple signs. It showed up at least like 3 or 4 times. So really common themes, different messages for each sign, but the themes are quite common. The challenge. You have the Three of Cups, but this card wanted to go out together, so I am going to take 2. An 8 of Coins. Your advice, 3 of Coins and Knight of Cups. Sorry, I had to pause the recording for a second. I heard weird noise, but I think it's in the apartment next to mine. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. A spark of inspiration, a new beginning, a creative idea. Can be sexual. It makes me think of like a thunder, a lightning bolt of inspiration that that not only inspires you but kickstarts you, almost like it charges you with life force and energy again. Okay, let's see how it blends with the messages from the card. What I really like is you have 3 of Cups and 8 of Coins in your challenge, and you have similar energy, coins and cups, in your advice. So I'm already smiling because the message is already kind of like in my head. Now I just need to make sure that I pass it on to you clearly. So starting with the Tower as your opportunity. Libra, that is very self-explanatory. Your opportunity is to liberate yourself. You have outgrown old forms. There is something that is holding you stuck, that is holding you in captivity, like fossil forms almost. And this Tower can represent anything. It may be a creative blockage. It may be any kind of toxicity or your self-imposed restrictions, limited thinking patterns, your habits. It may be something related to like restrictions put by society or religious. So you name it. You know what your restrictions are. Your opportunity is to liberate yourself. Okay? And the theme that is coming up for all the signs that had the Tower card is that you are the one to initiate it. Okay? If you wait for that divine spark, so because you see the thunder here, this is the divine intervention or like external. It's coming as well because you have the Ace of Wands. So you are supported and you are like charged with that energy to free yourself from the Tower, to demolish the Tower from the inside, to liberate yourself. But the one to initiate it should be you. If you wait for external circumstances to do this for you, this is going to feel like an upheaval and is going to be shaky and can be painful and unpleasant. And again, what I said for the other signs that had the Tower card, when you initiate the change instead of resisting it, you can control the process. So the Tower still has to go down one way or another, but you can do it in a way of a controlled demolition. Okay, there is something I feel that you desire, but you are holding yourself behind those walls of the Tower, and you're not allowing yourself to reach for that something, whether it's a relationship, a new job, something creative, a project, an investment of some kind, whatever that is for you. Okay, I feel that you desire something because there is this spark of desire. Can be sexual, but I'm not feeling it in a bad way. But there may be attraction towards someone and maybe you are resisting it. Okay, so you know what the Tower is for you, but you are holding yourself back from moving forward, from moving forward. So don't resist that change. It's happening for a reason. It's meant to be. You have divine intervention and support. It's it's being given to you. Like every ace to some extent is a miracle, and typically they are presented like with this divine hand coming from the sky. So it is being offered to you. This opportunity is a gift, but you need to initiate it. For some of you, it may be about ending a relationship, okay? And this is a very specific message. I didn't have it for the other signs, but I see those two people that fall off the tower and they fall into two different directions, okay? Maybe it's time to part ways with someone. Maybe it's time to part ways with an employer, maybe a business partner, okay? So again, you know what that is for you. The key is that you should initiate that change and liberate yourself from those restrictions, and don't resist that change. Remember that if you resist it, it will happen one way or another, but it may be quite unpleasant then, okay? When you initiate it, it can still be, and it will be with the tower, intensive. But as I said, you can control it then. One more thing that is important. The tower stands on solid grounds. You may feel that your world is falling apart with the tower moment, but your life is built on solid ground. Even when the tower goes down, the ground is solid enough for you to build on it, but build something new, something that works for you, and that is your prison. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I think it was the Taurus reading. They had the 8 of coins, and I said it made me think of the Tower card as well, but like the Taurus was shown from the inside, forging through that tower wall. Okay, so I like to see that for you as well, but this is your challenge. Something about happiness with the 3 of cups, like putting diligent effort into creating your happiness is a challenge for some of you. Like you seem to be hitting that wall. You try to forge your way out, but it's not getting you there. Okay, so for some of you, that's the challenge, is in forging your way towards that happiness. There's something that stops you, and these are the walls of the tower. The walls of the tower are as thick and hard to get through as you make them. Okay, so as I said, these are some kind of primarily self-imposed or self-created restrictions and limitations, and you have issues to forge through. 8 of coins is the card of diligent, attentive, focused, and also repetitive effort. It's like maybe you don't have that enough diligence to forge your way through. It's like maybe you give up on your way. Maybe there's lack of belief, okay? For some of you, and this will be specific for someone, but I said maybe there's a need to part with someone. For some of you, there's like a third party situation with the 3 of cups. There may be one person that you want, but you may be in a connection or relationship with another person, okay? And that may be the challenge, that there needs to be diligent and very focused and attentive effort to free yourself from that in a way that doesn't hurt anyone, or at least minimizes the hurt to an acceptable level, okay, for lack of a better term. But this may be specific just for some of you. There is effort needed, even if you need to. Let's just go with this example. Let's say you want to be with someone, but you are in a relationship or marriage with someone else, and you know that it will take a lot of effort to free yourself. There may be children involved, so it really needs diligent effort to make sure that it's done in the right way. But if you truly your happiness lies outside of that marriage, and I'm really not trying to encourage anyone to ruin your marriage, but sometimes it just happens that we are in karmic relationships and we find our happiness outside of them. We need to put that effort. We know there's work that needs to be put into this, and that may be your challenge. It may be discouraging for you. You may be afraid of that work, and that's where those walls of the tower become thick because that's how you perceive them, okay? But that may be very specific just for someone. For others, you have a problem with attentive work in creating your happiness, because Three of Cups is a card of happiness, celebration, spending time with friends, family, in like a circle of people who you feel good with, okay? So to forge your way to that happiness, there's a problem for you to focus on it. You know, it will take a lot of effort and it may be discouraging you. But hey, Libra, nothing happens overnight. So if you know there's work to be put into something and that immediately discourages you, then you're never going to create your happiness if you're discouraged by the fact that you need to put work into something, right? Your advice is to put that work. It's worth it. Three of Coins is very similar in energy to Eight of Coins. It's about working on something diligently to master it, okay? But also, very interestingly, in this particular deck, you see this guy by this drawing board. Yes, put the effort into into motion, engage yourself into it, but first your advice is create a plan. You don't have to work in chaos, or you don't have to improvise. Allow yourself time to plan, to strategize, to draw your plan. Put your effort into planning first. Prepare yourself. Then start forging your way through the wall. I hope that makes sense. With the Knight of Cups, be gentle. Be gentle with yourself, but also allow yourself the cup of love. Knight of Cups is the energy of offering love to someone, to yourself, okay? It's like this romantic, innocent and pure offer of love. So it really may be for some of you that you found happiness and that pure love outside of your current relationship. Allow yourself to reach for it if that's where your happiness lies. As I also said, sometimes we are in those karmic relationships. And you know, I know it's hard, especially when children are involved. But it doesn't mean that you don't have right to be happy, Libra. Sometimes people split up. And, you know, if it's done in a well thought out way, no children get hurt, okay? So if that's your message, then I think this is an advice of encouragement for you, is to allow yourself to pursue love. You can be happy, okay? Night is about movement, progress. So allow yourself to move. Here you are stuck. I really hope that makes sense. Let's close it off with some positive affirmations. We're already at 13 minutes, so I don't want to bore you too long. The world needs radical lovers and inspired dreamers. Knight of Cups is the radical lover and inspired dreamer. Don't be afraid to love in a radical way and in an inspired way. This flower here is the lily of the valley, and it blossoms typically in May. So maybe there's something about May. It may be a month of importance for you as well. Be the true happy fun. Be the true you. Happy, fun, and light-hearted. Have a patient and calm heart. Have a patient and calm heart, but be the true you. Happy, fun, and light-hearted. Allow yourself this happiness. Libra, I'll leave it there. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.